All right, if you're planning to go to Dubai, get a job, or start a new life, this video is useful for you. I've compiled a list of like 8 points, 8 or 9, which will give you a few tips. That is, if you're planning to go there to Dubai, get a new job, start a new life. Remember, these are real life examples. Okay. So let's start off. And if you have any questions, feel free, comment down below. The first one is, remember, someone else's story is not yours. Let's say a guy went to Dubai, he got a very good job, very good salary, and he's a successful guy. Now, just because that was his story doesn't mean this is going to be your story. Or let's say another person went to Dubai and he got a bad employer, he got a bad contract, they didn't pay him the salary, they cheated him, there was racism. Now, just because that person endured this kind of treatment doesn't mean that also will be your story. Let's say, for example, another guy, he went to Dubai, he lost all his money. Okay. That doesn't mean it's going to happen to you. So the first point which I'm trying to tell you is someone's story, success or failure, is not yours. He is not you. His choices are not yours. It's a unique experience. So go there knowing the good, bad, the ugly, and be prepared for anything. That's point number one. Point number two is there are too many experts in today's social media day and age. For example, in my WhatsApp group, everybody is an expert on marriage, on job, on business, on cryptocurrency, on investments. All of them, they have an opinion. They are all experts, and they are even experts in politics. They are experts in going to USA. But if you actually check their profile, you ask them, show me your CV or show me your profile. Most probably the guy is maybe a receptionist or maybe he's a student. There are even 13-year-olds who give you advice on marriage and getting girlfriends. Can you believe that? So, in the same way, the people who you're chatting with, talking to, maybe in Facebook, maybe LinkedIn, maybe WhatsApp, all of them have an opinion and all of them believe that my opinion is right. Just keep in mind that this person may not actually be an expert in the industry. I'll give you a specific example to make it clear. I got this high net worth client who was a businessman, but now things are not working very well in terms of business. And he has decided to move into an employment role, but at a very senior level. Now, he has a few contacts and connections in different companies. And one of the guys told him, see, listen, when you're applying, make sure your resume has the keywords. Make sure it is ATS compliant. Make sure that, when you scan through a software, it rises at the top. So he wasn't too sure what to do with the ATS, how to go about with AI and ChatGPT, what CV, what format. So he booked a session with me and he asked me. I told him this. Listen, just like once upon a time there was SEO. Everyone said, oh, if you're not SEO compliant, you don't survive and sustain. People on YouTube also say, if you don't have the keywords, you don't have the description, you don't have the thumbnail, you don't have this and you don't have that, okay, you'll not succeed. Now, it's not that their advice is wrong, but let's say, for example, a YouTuber like Casey Nice Stat or Durv Rati or MKBHD, they have 15, 20 million followers, okay, subscribers. And each video goes 25, 30 million. They make around $50,000 to $100,000 per video or per month. Now, if he gives you a course, which they do sell a course on how to become successful as a YouTuber, they charge only, say, $10, $20, $50. They get 1 million students who take that course. Do you think all the 1 million students are going to be successful like MKBHD? Are they going to have a successful YouTube career? 99% of them will only have a very average career. Very, very average. The 1%, which is very rare, not heard of, will achieve incredible success. Same like a business. Let's say a businessman, let's say whoever, Elon Musk gives a seminar to a group of 1,000 people, how to become a millionaire. How many people you think actually can become a millionaire? It's far and few, a handful. So in the same way, when, I told this guy, okay, the guy has given you all this advice. It's right. It's not wrong. Yes, it has to match the job description. Yes, it has to be ATS compliant. But I told him for your profile, it is not required because you're not applying for a volume-based job. Like, let's say there's a job position for a sales executive, you'll get 10,000 people applying for that because it's a junior level role. But for a CEO, CFO, COO, Chief Operating Officer, you don't get a volume based resume. And most of the jobs that you'll be applying for are never advertised online. It's word of mouth, it's recommendation. So you don't have to bother with the ATS. You don't have to bother with the sophisticated industry jargon. Just make your profile simple and give him what he wants. If a decision maker is looking at a 10% return on investment, let's say, and you can give him 12%, he'll be very happy to listen to you. If you tell him for $1 million, this guy is offering you 4%, I'll give you 5%. That's it. He wouldn't ask, give me your CV, give me your this. He'll say, let's sit down and talk over a cup of coffee. So the point I'm trying to make here is there are too many experts. Everyone has an opinion. Just because they claim to be an expert or just because they are successful doesn't mean that advice is applicable for you. That is why it's highly recommended. Speak one-to-one. Have someone who understands your profile, who you pay money, who is a professional, who can actually guide you and makes a living out of it. Even a guy who has a job in a company, just because he has been in the company for 10 years and he's at a senior role doesn't mean his word is gospel. Okay, that's point number 2. Number 3, if someone tells you, yeah, send me your CV, yeah, there are a couple of vacancies, that doesn't mean you have the job. Many people, just for the sake of wanting to get rid of you, they will tell you, yeah, just email me your CV. That's it. After you email them the CV, they are not going to go and, hey, please, is there a vacancy? Hey, please, is there a vacancy? Hey, man, this poor guy won't. You think they're going to go around begging for jobs for you? In fact, if you send someone, sir, I'll just send you my CV, I'll send you your CV. You think he's going to sit and go around asking? You think he doesn't have any other job? In fact, let me ask you, if 10 people were to send you the CV, 10 random strangers, are you going to, 10 people send, let me go and ask everyone, do they want? No. They'll just say, oh, yeah, send me a CV, and most of them never bother to even check. I get so many unsolicited CVs. It's crazy. People I've never met. You think I'm going around helping each one? And even if I knew a person, do you think I'm going to risk ruining my relationship with the guy who can make a decision? Because maybe you are a lazy bum. Maybe you have bad habits. Maybe you're a nice guy, but you're useless in the corporate world. Maybe you're not a peak performer. So if I give a substandard individual to a decision maker, tomorrow he'll turn around and tell me, Loy, why did you recommend him? Yeah, simply give me enough and more headache. I lost a contact, right? So keep in mind, if someone asks you, send me your CV, there are vacancies, if they give you all these hopes and dreams, no, don't fall for it. And talking about hopes and dreams, if someone tells you, yeah, man, the market is booming, there are plenty of jobs, or if they tell you, no, man, there are no jobs, the market is very bad. Listen, market is always going to be bad. Market is always going to be in depression. People are always going to lose their jobs. You worry about you. You have a family to feed. You have to earn a salary. Even if everyone's losing their job, how is that going to help you? You have to survive, right? I tell people, market is good, market is bad, give a fuck to it. You apply for a job, you have to earn and feed your family. Okay. Next point is, this one is a no-brainer. Most of the people in Dubai, they will show you an amazing Facebook photograph, amazing Instagram post, amazing LinkedIn, update with words of wisdom. I got stuck in the toilet. Here are 7 leadership skills that I learned. Today I got a car hit my vehicle. These are the 4 life lessons that I want to share with you. Today I dropped my chicken. The chicken was cold. Here how I showed exemplary vision, or I gave free advice to how to heat the chicken. Stop all that shit, yeah. People are just wanting to show, see, my sausage is very big. They just want to brag. Most of the people who show you all this big car, big house, they don't tell you the real story. They don't tell you how many credit cards they have, how many loans they have, job insecurities, marital problems. Maybe their boss doesn't like him. They will never tell you the true story. So don't fall for the glamour, the blitz, the perfect image that they show outside. Okay, many of them love to brag because they want people to give them compliments, likes, shares, and praises. The reality, nobody shares with you. And even if he's showing off, he's not showing off to benefit you, he's showing off to benefit him. Okay, so don't fall for that image. Number 5 is, no matter if a guy tells you, yeah, I have contacts, yeah, I have connections, yeah, I can do this, boss, you know, UAE is not his father's property. Okay. Even I have contacts, even I have connections. That doesn't mean they're a slave to my requests. The maximum I can do is, do you know any job vacancy? Most of them say, yeah, Loy, there are job vacancies. Just send the CV, I'll see what I can do. That's it. A courtesy response. That is the same thing when people send me a resume. I tell them, see, listen, give me your salary, what you are getting, what you want, position, what you had, what you're getting, and send me an online profile. I'll forward this when the person asks. Not disturb the person and tell him, hey, listen, this unknown stranger, someone is begging me for a job, look into it. No. Why the hell should I do that? Are you doing that for total random strangers? So just keep in mind that UAE doesn't belong to them. They themselves are expats. Unless, of course, he's a multi-millionaire, billionaire who can give you a job immediately. Most of them are just talking hot air from their ass. Number 6, please, there is no shortcut to success. And if someone gives you something easy, they say, no, in Hindi, dal mein kuch kala hai, means there is something black in the lentil, whatever, dish. There's something bad. If someone gives you a job easily, if someone gives you a salary easily, if someone says, yeah, fine, it's a red flag. Nothing good in life comes easy. Nothing good. It's simple, basic common sense. If the most beautiful, hot female comes to you and says, I love you, I'll marry you, don't fall for it. Wow, my dream has come true. Ask yourself, why the fuck is she falling for me? There are guys better than me, richer than me, have a better physique than me. Why me? There is something definitely wrong here. If someone tells you, hey man, you are amazing, I'll give you the job, double the salary you expect. Oh, whatever salary you want. Boss, it's a red flag. That guy has something up his sleeve he's not telling you. Be careful. Something is too good to be true. It's generally the case. Next point is, please do not start a business in Dubai without having lived in Dubai, experienced in Dubai, worked in Dubai. Oh, no, UAE market is different. No, if you don't have a business in your own country which is successful, how the hell are you going to make a business in a foreign country? And I'm telling you this, I know people who are very successful in one country, but a total disaster in another country. Very successful in one industry, total disaster in another industry. You think every venture of Elon Musk is a success? You think every project Jeff Bezos invested in made him millions of dollars? There are so many failures people don't talk about. I know of a guy who made millions in Dubai. He tried to open something in India. Total failure. He lost more than $2 million in India. He being an Indian. I know people in India who have very good branches, this, that, very average income in UAE, and they shut down their business. So please, if you do not have business experience and you've never done business, do not think of going to Dubai to start a business. You will get a visa easily. You'll get trade license damn easy. You might get it in 20 minutes. That doesn't mean you're going to succeed. Opening a business is one thing. Running a business is another. Sustaining a business is totally different. And longevity is totally impossible. Okay? So don't think that you're going to be a businessman. That is all rubbish. You do not know the ins and outs of what it is to run a business in Dubai, and 99.9999% everyone who starts a business in any country ends up shutting it down. Okay. Number 10 or whatever. Please never get into a financial relationship with your relatives, or especially your friends. See, friendship is one thing, money is another. Relatives is one thing, but when you're talking of your own self-interest and selfishness, is totally different. Look, you can be the best of friends, but you have your own dreams, your own passions, your own things to look out for. When you are young, both of you will die for each other. You're my friend, I'll die for you, you'll die for me, or man, without you, I'm not eating food. Once you get a wife, you have to focus on your wives. Let's say you're still best friends, but then you have a kid. You think the both the guys are going to say, no, forget my wife, forget my kid, I will focus on you? Are you stupid? See, people all have their own agendas. If a relative asks you to join his company because he's asking because there is some benefit he sees, okay, this guy will be less headache, I'll give him a lesser salary, he'll be easier to manage, I can take advantage of him. This is the normal criteria. You think a relative is going to give you a job because he thinks, let me give him all the benefit, let his life be better than mine, let me, instead of feeding my wife and children, I'll give him the extra money? Are you stupid? See, and if things don't work out between a relative, you have lost a relationship. And sometimes I've seen, it's so sad that friends who knew each other for 10, 20 years, they lose their friendship because of a bad business decision or because of a bad business outcome. Please never get into a financial relationship with someone that you know. You can know a person for your whole life and think that you know everything about them. You'll be surprised. Too much of money or too less money, people show their true colors in very different forms. It is always survival of the fittest. Only trust me, my eye, and if you have to do a business, do it by yourself. So if you succeed by yourself. You failure by yourself. And last, if not the least, please, nobody should be trusted. Never ever trust anybody. Okay? Your own father, mother, brother, sister. Yeah, you can trust. Yeah, I love you. They'll never cheat me. Trust but verify. Even my wife, if she says, yeah, I paid the money, show me the receipt. Yeah, I need money for this, show me what it is. Yeah, I trust but verify. Even my wife, if I tell my wife, yeah, I'm going somewhere. If my wife asks me, where are you going? Show me this thing. Oh, 100% I'll show. There's nothing to feel bad about. Trust but verify. Okay, maybe in my case it is different. Maybe your case is something else. See, throughout my years, I have spoken to clients who tell me the most shocking story. A son who cheated his father of all his money because he fell in love with a girl. A wife who cheated her husband because she trusted a business partner. She thought this guy was like a well-wisher for the family. There are people who even convince the husband or the wife, either one of them, to invest with them. And don't tell your husband, I'll give the money back after some time. And then they end up cheating them. There are so many stories which don't surprise me anymore. There are people who have gambled. A man, I actually know this, he gambled his wife's savings and his property, everything, into gambling and lost everything. And then his wife, forget divorce. She wanted him to take him to court, and I don't know what happened after that. There are so many cases. That is why it doesn't surprise me. There are women who have had sexual encounter with someone they least expected, and they ended up pregnant, and the husband thinks the kid is theirs. See, there are so many things. So please, yes, I know it's paranoia to suspect everyone, but if you're a smart individual, trust people, but always verify. For me, my wife, I always tell my wife, show me the receipt. There's nothing to feel bad about. Even my daughter, even my wife, even me, we all keep it that way. So there's nothing to feel bad. Why should you feel bad? If someone tells you, oh, you don't trust me, oh, you don't love me, keep that person away. That person is not emotionally mature. All right? Remember, anything and everything in writing holds valid in the court of law. That is why, before you get into marriage, why in the West they say, make a prenuptial. Because today you are in love with each other, you'll die for each other. Tomorrow when shit hits the ceiling and you don't love each other, honeymoon phase is over, maybe you'll sue this person until kingdom come. What happened to Jeff Bezos' wife? She took half his wealth, billions, even though she doesn't deserve a penny. But feminists, oh no, because of her only he became a billionaire. Yeah. And I'll tell you, just Google search and you'll see how many incidents in India where they got married and the wife, if she's earning, let's say, $5,000 a month, okay? Husband is also earning $5,000 a month. Because of the divorce, she doesn't want $5,000. She wants $20,000, $30,000, $50,000. Why? Oh, that is for my maintenance. That is for my, my emotionally hurt feelings. Oh, that is for my kid. And they don't care even if the husband is put behind bars or he's jailed or bars and jailed or his life is destroyed. Please don't make emotional decisions where money, business, or your career is concerned. I hope these pointers help you. If you have any question, let me know in the comments below. And keep in mind, just keep one thing in mind: good or bad, take the personal responsibility for it. So don't go around crying and say, "Oh, he cheated me. Oh, he gave me hopes and all that," because in the end, those tears will only belong to you. Okay. I hope this answers your question. Good, bad, ugly. Feel free, comment down below. Any questions? You can ask, and as and when required, I will respond to them. You guys take care. This is me signing off.